Before we get into the video, if you're looking for top quality sample packs, preset packs and templates for your music production, they're entirely royalty free. You can use them in your own productions and learn from them. If you're interested, check out the link in the description and enjoy the video. What's good people, it's Lewis of bbrights and I am back with a brand new video. Today we're working on part 11, which could possibly be the last part of our SaberZ from start to finish episodes. I might do one more part 12, but in that episode I'll be giving out the FLP for free. But in this episode, we're just going through getting the mixing right, volume levels mixed down, adding some small tiny effects, and just getting the final extras added into the track. And that is pretty much it, and then the track is pretty much done. I want to process the leads a bit more. Obviously we bounced them out into WEV in a couple episodes ago, just to save some CPU. Also a few extra things I want to add. I want to add a bit more into this 4-bar or this 1-bar fill here, just to add a bit more texture into it, just to give it a bit more originality with like the chord fill and the stab and stuff like that. But we'll be doing that, and we're just getting the overall volumes right, getting the whole track sounding a little better, mixed down volume levels, and just polishing the track really, and that is pretty much it, and then the track is done. I'm going to quickly skip through parts of the song just to refresh everyone's memory as usual, and then we'll get into it, and then we'll end the video. So let's just go and skip through the break quickly. Yeah, so that is the drop. It's sounding pretty good. But like I said, we're going to start right away just by adding a bit more processing onto the drop leads here. I want to add a Pro Q3 just to remove some of them hissy harmonic harmonies and frequencies. So we're going to be doing some frequency sweeping, which is where you make a very steep dip like that, and then just sweep through and find some very resonant ear-piercing frequencies. Like right there. D sharp 9. So we're going to dip this by 3 dB. Usually between 3 and 5 dB is where I dip. If it's a really resonant frequency, I may dip it by maybe 7 and properly exaggerate it. But that's a very harsh one, so we'll dip that by 5. I usually do about 5 or so of these just to clean up the leads a bit more. Another one right there. Dip that one by 3. We'll do one more, maybe 2 more, we'll see. It's not a very nice one, we'll do that one by 3. And then just to end off, we'll do a brick wall high cut up to about 17k kilohertz. Just to clean up that part of the synth, just so you can't really hear it. And then we're going to add an EQ2, and just going to boost this 300 Hz mark around 2 decibels, just to give it a bit more body. And then I think lastly we'll just add a glue compressor, just to do one more compress on it. There you go, so that sounds a little better. Next I wanted to add the classic dominator. WW used it in Rave After Rave. Maurice West has used it in a few of his songs. It's a classic basic preset from Silent. I think it's in the first factory bank, it's called like Dominator or something. There it is, Dominator. Classic sound. The Dominator is a little weird in Silent. You'll play, for example, F, but it won't be playing in F. So you have to choose a different key to get in the key of E. Let's call this a new layer. Let's call it Dominator. And I can't even count how many times we've dipped these effects lower and lower. We've slowly pushed them down a solid 20 to 30 tracks just to give us a bit more space, but so add that in there. So I found if you play the key, if you play 2 semitones down from the key you're in is what it actually plays. So we're playing in, the song is in E minor, but if we play the D key, it plays in E. 2 semitones down from the key of your track will get the dominator in key with your song. It's a little odd that, but it's the way it works. But it's very loud, so we're going to add this to the mixer. All the excess stuff we do, I always put at the end of the mixer tracks, just because they're not very important, they're just ear candy. Got to EQ some of this bass out of it. I'm going to add that at the end here as well. Next I wanted to add one more stab. I have a specific one in mind. It's in one of the KV packs once I find it. So after about literally 10 minutes of actually searching, it was getting quite tedious. I actually finally found the stab, stretched up to 1 beat there, reset the pitch, put it on stretch so we can pitch it. Sounds like this. Obviously with no reverb. It's a dry stab, a very nice stab. And I'm pretty sure this is in the key of E anyway, so we don't need to pitch it that much. Only when the kicks change at these 4 bars here. I'm going to mute the drop leads for now, and then mute these 2 stabs just so we can mix this one in. Yeah, so obviously we'll make 2 uniques here. We'll pitch this one up 3. Make a unique of this one and pitch it down 2. I think I have made a chain of stabs. I'm not entirely sure if I have or not. No, I just put it here and there's just kickstart on it. So this one we're going to add our own reverb because it is a dry stab. I'm going to add a fruity reverb 2 onto it. We've got to add these 2 to the mixer as well. And a tiny kickstart. And I could add these stabs here as well. So we'll need this one here. Right there. And we'll make another unique. And this will be 4 down. There we go. Nice. I'm just trying to figure out if I can actually add any more white noise because we already have quite a few. We have a Hoover, 2 white noises and a crowd. I just feel like we can fill it up a bit more with some more tonal effects. More like the Hoover here. It's an effect, but it's tonal. This is the crowd, the white noise, and this is just white noise here. I'm just trying to figure out if maybe we could add like a cashmere vocal bed or something like that, just to fill it up a bit more. That's more tonal. If we go into a cashmere here. So this one is used in Kashmir and Dallas K's track Burn, incredible track. Have the stems to them, so I was able to get this one right here, which was used in their track. And that's in the key of G sharp, sorry, so we have to pitch that down 4, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So now we can just do that, bring that down, make it yellow, OCD coming in. We're going to add this in and we're going to add a sound guitars on it just to beef it up a bit. And a kickstart. Bearing in mind, don't take all my, like what I'm doing here, just adding all the stuff in at the end. Be smart. If you're adding multiple sidechains on stuff, make a bus, link everything to that bus so you're not using 72 kickstarts because it is just unnecessary CPU filling up. But this is a tutorial, so it's not a proper in-depth track. But if you're making your own track, make multiple buses, save mix chains, and you can go here, file, and open up mix change. So you can just load in kickstart. So if you have 34 effects and a solid 20 of them are using sidechain, add a bus, link all of them to that one bus, so it's only one kickstart doing it all. Hence what I've done here with the drop leads, wherever they are. There you go. I'll link them all to one bus, so I'm not using all these effects on each individual one. Do that for pretty much a lot of your stuff, your break sounds, your effects, your drums. Just to save CPU is a smart idea, otherwise your computer will be dying every time you play and open the project. Nice, so now let's play that with the drop lead and get a nice contrast, get the volume right for this. So I'm pretty sure I'm happy with the build up and drop, and I'm pretty sure I'm happy with the break as well. There's really not much I can really add that I feel like adding at the moment. We could definitely add some effects. I lied. We definitely need some white noise effects. Nice, I just added that long rich noise on this other downlifter. And I'm not really sure if you can even hear the crowds in this sub kick section here. Yeah, so we're just adding some more sweeps here just to help with transition. We could add a couple cashmere sweeps because he has literally sweeps called transition sweeps or something like that. You go sweep transitions. It's this one here, number 3. Number 3 is really good, so we probably could add this in right here. Perfect. And other than that, I think we just do a bit more volume mixing, just getting the volumes right, but I'll do some edits here so I don't bore you with just changing knob volumes. And other than that, that is pretty much the track. So yeah, I guess I'll make a quick edit of just adjusting all the volumes. And when I say adjusting volumes, you just listen to the song, train your ear to listen to certain aspects of the song, like the drums, effects, or certain leads, just so you can hear if they're too loud or not. Spend the time, practice, train your ear to solo out sounds in your head while the whole song is playing, because it's easy to do it while they're soloed. But if you can do it while the whole song is playing, you can get a better understanding of every aspect of the song, all the volumes, and if you can get that right, your track will sound that much better. You'll be surprised of what volume mixing can do. Sometimes your kick may sound too loud. That was my issue back in the day. My kick was very loud compared to the rest of the track. But yeah, so do a bit of volume mixing and I'll be back in a second. So I spent about 5 minutes just going through the sounds, soloing them, and just listening out for things so I could change the volumes and just add extra EQs and stuff. EQ is very important. It cleans the mix up a lot. One of the things I noticed was this lead right here, climax lead 3, is very loud compared to the rest. That one right there, it was very loud. So I just turned that down. And then I also found out that this was very, very loud, my pre-drop vocal here. I also done a tiny dip in the 2.7 kilohertz range, just because it's very ear piercing. And yeah, another thing I took into account is spend some time doing some volume mixing for your effects. They can be very overwhelming if too loud, especially your white noise section. So get that perfect. I've just done some small adjustments for that. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to play through the track as an entirety, and then I hope you enjoy, and I'll speak to you afterwards. So that is the final version of the track. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, this series, 10-part series or 11-part series. I hope you learned something. If you did, smash the like button, helps the channel grow, makes me happy. Like I said in the previous tutorials and parts, I'll be giving this FLP out for free. I'll be uploading one more video, and then in the description of that video will be the download links to download the FLP. If anyone has any questions, if they're not using FL Studio 20 or Ableton or Logic, I'll add these stems in the project file as well, so you can drag and drop them stems into your DAW. And now this series has come to an end. I'm going to be doing a poll on my YouTube community page in the next coming days or weeks of a few artists to vote for me to make a new series of making a track from start to finish like. I'm also continuing my making a drop like series. I'm not planning on stopping that. They just take a while to make because I have to come up with ideas consistently. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video and the series. Subscribe if you're new here, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon.